Ave Patricians, this is Anthony Cerise of Sower Interactive. I'm excited to share some exciting updates for the game I'm developing, Nova Patria. For the uninitiated, Nova Patria is a simulation strategy game set in an alternate history where the Roman Empire, through the power of steam technology, avoided collapse and shortly soon after discovered the New World. As a colonial governor in this newly discovered land, and on the brink of a very early Roman industrial revolution, you are tasked to manage your burgeoning cities, industries, and resources within a dynamic, isometric, procedurally generated Roman steampunk world. The first update I'd like to share is also one of the most exciting and probably the most obvious. I'm happy to announce that Stella Laghi, also known as Stelliati, joined the project just over a month ago. In that short time, she has already made a huge impact, providing incredible artwork that has truly transformed the game's visuals. You can see that here with some before and after shots. Stella is a master of 2D isometric art, a skill she has honed extensively in the tabletop RPG space. Here are some examples of her other work. Hailing from Italy and with a strong background in history, she also brings a wealth of creative ideas that help bring the Roman steampunk concept to life. That said, keep in mind that much of the art currently in the game is still a work in progress, and many placeholder assets are still in use. The game's current state doesn't fully reflect the final product, but thanks to Stella's contributions in just a short time, I think you can already get a sense of the visual direction. The next major update is the wealth feature. Players now accumulate and spend denarii in several ways. Let's cover expenses first. The first expense I'd like to cover is imports from overseas. From my merchant dock, I can use these buttons to select which resources I want to import from overseas. With the button unselected, this merchant dock will only import the corresponding resource domestically from other warehouses in the colony. You can see the import price is higher than the export price. Merchant ships will make regular visits to sell imported resources, as long as we can afford them. The next expense is city upkeep. Each unit of population throughout the colony incurs a fixed upkeep cost, requiring players to maximize efficiency to stay economically viable. The final expense is construction costs. In addition to requiring construction materials, each project also requires a denarii cost, which varies based on the type of construction. Players earn denarii in numerous ways as well, including exports to overseas. Similar to imports, certain resources can be marked for sale to merchant ships from the merchant dock. But first, they must be transported there locally or via domestic automated trade routes. The next method to earn denarii is by scrapping resources. If a resource has nowhere to go within its traveling range, meaning there's no nearby buildings with both storage space and demand for it, it is automatically scrapped for 25% of its base price, indicated by these minus symbols in the UI. This should be generally avoided. It's better to either export resources overseas or integrate them into your industry. The next source of revenue is taxes. Each house generates income, with higher tier houses producing more. However, undersupplied houses only provide 25% of their tax potential. Finally, there's the mint. Gold ore is the rarest natural resource in the game. Properly utilized, it can provide a quick injection of Denarii. The mint is unique. It doesn't produce a resource. Instead, it converts gold directly into Denarii. Denarii will also play a role in the next major feature, the tech tree, where it can be spent to accelerate technological development. Balancing revenue and expenses while finding ways to generate enough Denarii to support your growing colony adds a new layer of strategy to Nova Patria. Another major feature implemented is save-load functionality. Games can now be saved and loaded. Each save includes a snapshot of the minimap at the time of saving, along with other key information. This is a vital feature as we soon approach playtesting. If you're interested in participating, you can sign up on our website, linked below. Additionally, I've made significant improvements to how traveling resources move. You can see that they now travel in lanes, sticking to the left side of the road, just as the Romans did. They also now animate to and from buildings, rather than just appearing in the middle of the road like before. In addition to looking much better, this makes it much easier to see where resources are coming from and where they're going to. That covers the major updates. There's also been numerous other improvements, including optimizations and UI enhancements, but I won't go into every specific detail. Needless to say, between the last devlog and this one, Nova Patria has made an enormous leap forward, and it doesn't look like things are slowing down anytime soon. Full steam ahead. Oh, sorry for the pun. To close out this video, I'll showcase some gameplay footage. In previous videos, I started gameplay demos from the very beginning. This time, I'll be starting from this currently loaded game to highlight more developed colony management. At this stage, there are several strategic options I could pursue. I could expand towards this gold and set up a mint to increase Denarii income. Or I could grow industries to better supply undersupplied houses, boosting tax revenue and allowing cities to grow larger. Another good option is to establish a wine production chain, as Tier 4 houses currently demand wine, but it's missing from the colony's economy. For purposes of this demo, that's what I'll pursue. The major challenge in setting up wine production is that it requires sand to produce the necessary bottles. I need to utilize these beach tiles to collect the required sand. However, these beach tiles lack access to fresh water, so I need to construct some aqueducts. As I play this out, I just want to take a moment to thank you for your interest in Nova Patria. I'm really excited about the direction this game is heading, and I truly appreciate your support and patience as we work to bring this game to completion. My goal is to create a fun and rewarding experience, and your feedback is invaluable in making that happen. To that end, as a reminder, if you're interested in playtesting, please visit our website, linked below, and sign up for the mailing list. There's also a link to our Discord server. It's been a bit quiet lately, but it'll be much more active soon, especially as playtesting ramps up. And of course, subscribe to this channel for more updates in the future. Thanks again, and take care.